Hello, I'm Tehanne and I'm one of your delegates from the Services Union, as well as being a Queensland Rail employee for the past 15 years. Other delegates and I have been involved recently in the negotiations for the new certified agreements. During negotiations, we've been unsure as to whether or not members would retain the right to vote on the new wages and conditions. We had concerns that if negotiations ended up in conciliation before the Queensland Industrial Relations Commission, that there was a strong likelihood that arbitration would follow. This would have meant that you would have lost any right to vote on your new conditions. That would have been disappointing, given that the other delegates and I have been trying our best to negotiate to maintain conditions such as the current rostering practices, including limits on shift lengths, the rules that apply for when you work away from your usual place of work, the current allowances, and the way that your shifts are paid. There were other issues too. In the admin and professional areas, we were striving to find some way forward on issues such as the changes to the incremental pay increases and when your higher grade would be paid. In train control, they've been particularly focused on the new progression rules and the suggested changes about the coupling of boards. Thankfully, Queensland Rail has now agreed that employees will get to decide on whether or not to accept these changes to their conditions and pay. There will be an employee vote. Queensland Rail has said that it intends to release a single draft agreement in the next few weeks. It will cover all employees apart from train crew and station operations. The employee vote will take place approximately 2 weeks later after information sessions have been held. This vote will be your big chance to make it clear to Queensland Rail whether or not these changes are acceptable and whether or not that pay increase is adequate. It seems like a good idea to me. In the meantime, while we're waiting for the draft agreement, there are things that you could be doing. If you have any feedback, you can email me. My email address is tian.denhamjarvis@qr.com.au. You can make sure that your contact details are updated with the union office. And if you're not a member of our union, you can actually join us. The website is www.theservicesunion.com.au.